Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach, and today we're going to be talking about developing your guys' communication skills because frankly, some of y'all suck. Okay, so these are the chapters outlining today's video, and yeah, let's get right into it. So for chapter 1, we have the why. So I guess number 1 would be, why is it important to develop your communication skills? So I don't really know if y'all are living under a rock or not, but like as a human species, communication is just very important. I say as I literally have like a voice spasm. We as a species want to be liked, and we want to be understood, we want to be seen, we want to be validated. At the end of the day, communication is pretty much how we interact with any living being, whether it's through our body language, our tone, our pitch, or even the words that we choose to come out of our mouth. I guess, why am I making this video today? In general, I'm not gonna lie, I have had countless relationships that pretty much had ended due to bad communication. It was like drama, an argument, conflict, or even just like people slowly distancing. I believe that all of those experiences could have easily been avoided if I had developed better communication skills earlier on. So overall, I just want to be better because I know what it's like to feel invisible, insecure, or even that, just no one cares about what you have to say, and that's not really fun. So without further ado, let's get started. Also guys, this is, he actually doesn't have a name now that I think of it. His name is Banan. Banan is today with, okay, I don't want. Hi sisters! Chapter 2, the fundamental skills of communication. Body language speaks louder than words. 55% of our communication is literally based upon your body language, 38% is based through your tone, and then literally only 7% is based through the actual words that come out of your mouth. Usually it is how we say something that can be more impactful than what we actually choose to say. I would say in general, a mixture of your facial expressions, your gestures, your posture, even your eye contact usually play the most crucial role in how you are going to be perceived. On top of body language, the tone and pitch of your voice will usually direct the mood of the conversation. A higher pitch might indicate excitement or even anxiety, while a lower pitch usually would suggest calmness or even authority over a conversation. When you choose to understand and master how you choose to portray these more non-verbal cues when it comes to communication, you will automatically have a more powerful presence regardless of what chooses to come out of your mouth. Never, oh, someone texted me. Never ever give unsolicited advice. Oh my God. I apologize to every single person who was in my life before like 2 months ago because I was the worst in the world at giving unsolicited advice. Like, I kid you not, if some of my ex-friends are watching this, they will be nodding their damn heads right now because I literally was that person where every time someone was complaining, I was like, well, in general, I think that you should do this and that, blah, 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 blah. We know that you just want to be like the grand healer, the most wisest person on the planet, just really giving your 2 cents to everyone because you just think everyone wants it. But in general, giving unsolicited advice is literally like people do not like it. They do not like you when you do it. There are just so many things behind giving unsolicited advice that are literally so bad. I have a list, okay? It makes people feel like they're being criticized. It creates feelings of resentment towards you. It makes people think that you are looking down on them. And then often, even if the advice is good, people don't even want it. They literally resist doing it just to assert their own independence over you. So, talking to like me, like 4 months ago, instead of just blatantly sharing your opinion, ask for permission if you can give your advice and guidance. Don't just be like, well, honestly, I think that if you just did that. Shut up. In general, this just makes the person feel more seen. It makes them more heard. And often it can even be more valuable just to listen, be empathetic, and support the person and whatever they're going through than just blatantly being like, oh, well, I think that you should have done that. Or, moving forward, stop checking your phone or your Apple Watch every time you get a notification or even just to check the time, even if you don't even mean anything by it. Stop doing it when you are in a committed conversation with a person. In general, this conveys that you are bored. It makes the other person think that your mind is just wandering. It makes them think that you don't really even give 2 craps about what they have to say. And sometimes when you check your watch, it even makes people think that you're ready to leave. Every time I'm done at a restaurant, I'm like, oh, would you look at that? Instead, hold comfortable levels of eye contact. Make sure that your hands are visible, meaning don't have them in your pocket. If you're sitting down, you maybe even have them on the table or eating your food, whatever. Just don't be like, And in general, just be genuinely interested in what the other person has to say. Banana understand. What did I even call it? I don't even know. Chapter number 3. I don't know what I'm gonna title this one, but pretty much it is powerful psychological communication skills and tips. Let's see if that makes it into the whole title. Mirror neurons to facilitate empathy. I sound like a damn neuroscientist, but I promised I am just reading what I studied. In general, when we mirror others' expressions and emotions, it actually enables us to connect with them on a deeper level. This will automatically make other people think that you are more compatible with them, and it will actually make them trust you on a deeper level. When talking to someone, if they lean forward, you slightly lean forward after a delay. If they are in a relaxed position, like leaning back all chill, you become relaxed. Don't just be like, in general, if they smile, smile back. This will not only make a person like you more, but it also teaches you subconsciously how to become more aware of your emotions and in general how to regulate them more. Employ the Benjamin Franklin effect. When I first read about this one for literally a month straight, every single person, I was just like, guys, can you do this for me? And I'm pretty sure it did the opposite thing because I just abused it, because it wasn't even oh, so they like me more. It's just because I just want people to do things. But the Benjamin Franklin effect is when you ask someone to perform a very small task, I mean, just in general, a small task for you, it makes people feel like they're investing into your relationship. It actually makes them feel like they're aligning their character with their values, and overall will actually end up strengthening your guys' relationship. Okay, the priming effect. I didn't even actually study this effect that much until I actually really learned about it. It was just something that I always just kind of felt like I knew in the back of my mind. In general, the first minutes of an interaction actually can set the tone for literally how the rest of the conversation, interaction, whatever will go. So the tip here is to basically try to start most interactions with, a smile, a good greeting. Even complimenting the other person can kind of start off the interaction with a positive overall, supportive and comfortable energy. And this will create a favorable impression that basically will last throughout the rest of the night. Okay, the consistency and commitment principle. So this one basically goes into, as you are developing a relationship with a person, so especially near the beginning of a relationship, although you can start it at any time, have smaller conversations where you basically know that the other person will be more inclined to agree with you on smaller points. This can be about favorite foods, oh, we both love pizza, or, even just specific types of arts, or even colors, or whatever. Basically, you want to have conversations where the other person is agreeing with you on smaller points so that it basically will build trust and rapport in the relationship, and it creates a pattern of agreement that basically makes it so that later down the line, when there are larger points, the person is more likely to therefore agree with you on them. All right, guys, and lastly, employ the power of silence. The power of silence has to deal with usually pausing in your sentences or really just embracing your silence as a character. If you're even in a group setting, by being the more quiet one, it means that whatever you have to say has more power and presence. By pausing regularly in your conversations, you not only make what you say sound more important, but it also allows the other person to kind of slide in to have their own point and to add details that you would have probably missed if you just kept yapping on. As well as silence, focus on not interrupting the other person. When other people are talking, sit there, have your mouth closed, and then when you are finally ready to say something, open your mouth slightly so that the other person knows that you are now trying to butt in. And if they are making eye contact with you, which if they watch this video, they should be, they will recognize that and allow you to have an entrance into the conversation that is smooth and comfortable, and you're not just wait, actually, I think that. In general, also, when you sit there and allow the other person to fully say what they want to say, and you are genuinely listening, and you are not interrupting, and you are pausing in general to allow them to speak, it shows that you are genuinely interested in their interaction. It makes them feel seen, it makes them feel respected, it makes them feel heard, and it makes whatever they're saying feel more validated because you actually respect it and are listening to it. While when you are interrupting someone, it immediately makes them sit there and be like, okay, this person clearly doesn't like me, doesn't care for me, or they just don't care or agree with what I have to say. And who wants to be around that? In general, when you employ the power of silence, it as well kind of builds trust in the relationship and can overall lead to a more positive foundation that allows for a more committed relationship down the line. That's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please share it with someone that you think sucks at communicating. I hope that you guys took away something valuable from this post. If not, I hope that you at least found it entertaining and enjoyable. God, I cannot speak, as we just talked about communication. Please like and subscribe. I'm gonna be cringy and say to turn on that weird bell thingy as well if you guys are interested and enjoy my content, because of course, you know, it always helps because I see in my little YouTube studio that someone liked it and I was like, wow, I'm like, it's not just bots watching my content. Thank you. And yeah, guys, I will see y'all in the next video. Goodbye, squad. Anyway, I'm like, as we're talking about confidence, I'm like, guys, guess what? I have a pimple on my face. Okay.